The great Triple G, ladies and gentlemen.
At Triple G Boxing on social media.
He's fighting Dominic Wade April 23rd right here in L.A. at the Fabulous Forum.
Now, what's your preparation, Triple G? Not physical, but I've heard some fighters like Floyd says he doesn't watch his opponents, whatever. What do you do when you have to fight your next opponent before you even get into the gym? Do you watch his old fights? Do you already have a mental game plan?
No, I want just relax, stay with my family. Sometimes I play basketball with my friends.
But do you watch tape of your opponent?
Yeah, right.
You watch video?
Not this time. Right now, next week, I go into my
So it
gym,
all happens during camp. Everything starts next week.
Yeah, next week, because my coach, ABEL, he said, right now, just relax. You come into gym and 100% focus to fight.
Do you eat bad foods? Do you enjoy yourself like a normal person? Or are you always in some form of training mode?
No, I like healthy life.
Always?
Always.
No cheat days?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
What's a cheat day for you? What do you eat on a cheat day?
Oh, just I think with my family, I love burgers or chips, like Mexican, or not alcohol. I don't like alcohol.
You don't like alcohol?
No.
That's the healthiest Marcellus has ever been, is when he's eating a burger with chips. Don't hang out with him. Not a good influence.
No, after you retire and you're done and you won all the belts 10 times over, then we'll hang out.
Yeah.
Want to just welcome everyone to our press conference, and we're really excited about announcing this fight, Gennady Triple G Golovkin versus Dominic Wade. It's been widely publicized Wade is his mandatory challenger. He's undefeated.
It is very unusual to have a championship bout involving two undefeated fighters. Triple G is putting his undefeated record and world title on the line against a very strong undefeated fighter in Dominic Wade.
You know, April 23rd is going to be a big day for me. It's a life-changing event. You know, I'm prepared. I'm ready. I'm hungry. I'm definitely hungry. I definitely want the titles. Like my manager, Jerry, said, once they gave me the call, I was more excited than anything, you know what I mean? I could have ran 30 miles right then and there, you know what I'm saying? So,
I respect Dominic Wade, he's undefeated. Mandatory challenger for me, it's very serious. I have new emotion.
April 23rd, man, just be there, man. It's gonna be a show, I ain't scared,
Gennady's training camps generally are not, because he's such a professional outside in his normal life. He comes to camp 170, 171, so it's easier to work on the things that we need to work on. It's not a fat farm. So we're working on the things, the first 4 weeks, we're working on the things that we need to work on to get in shape, not so much to lose weight, and then the last 4 weeks are the boxing part of it.
I feel good. My weight is good. My training camp this time a little bit changed. I feel great. I feel my power. I feel my speed. My weight every day 64, 65.
Yeah, and the other guys, we really look up to him. We want to be on his level, so we watch and see the things he does, as well as Coach ABEL. So we look at both of them for inspiration. So we just kind of follow, man. We follow and do what they do, and try to use it for our advantage.
It's a fun training camp because there's no animosity here. Everybody wants him here because he's more of a leader than these guys like to think. I mean, he sometimes, as you saw today, I let him take over the first part of the training just because he's got some ideas, and it's the strength and conditioning, and it breaks the monotony, and then it's him leading the guys, so it makes it a lot more cohesive.
Whoa! Where are you? Is this it? Whoa! Are you kidding me?
I tried.
Come on.
I tried.
Almost way.
Almost.
The weather up here in Big Bear, being at 7,000 feet, because of the snow and because of the cold, really doesn't affect us as much because most of the guys that are here are from those kind of climates. Gennady being from Kazakhstan, it gets a heck of a lot colder than it gets here. And some of the other guys are from cold regions also, so it really doesn't affect us. They actually like the snow. They like running in the snow. It reminds them of home, but it's just different from the norm. Dominic Wade, we know very little about him. There's not much film on him, so we're preparing like as if this is the best fighter second to Gennady Golovkin. So if he's not, then we'll have an easy fight. If he is, then we'll be prepared for it.
Right now my focus on Dominic Wade. I know this is my first step. The second step, maybe much bigger, much important for me.
(2015's Fighter of the Year, Gennady Golovkin, joining us now on SportsCenter. So April 23rd, it's all set now at the Forum. You and Dominic Wade, the IBF top challenger, 18-0, undefeated, just like you are. But you have 21 straight stoppages, 21 straight knockouts in your last 21 fights. Is that something you go into every fight looking for the knockout?
Absolutely. Yeah, this is my style. I want.
So you and your trainer, ABEL SANCHEZ, I've heard that you guys train to knock people out. How do you train differently to knock people out as opposed to a fight where you think you might have to go to the disc?
Not big difference, just maybe special for me. You know, ABEL he's great trainer. He has big plan for me and more focus, more physical. You know, more special to Mexican style, like different style.
Mm-hmm. But is it more power training as opposed to speed?
More tactical, more timing.
Gennady Golovkin, boxing sensation. So the first G is for Gennady, the third G is for Golovkin. What's that second G for in Triple G?
It's my middle name, Gennady.
All right, we're just gonna go with Triple G, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I want to welcome everyone up here to the world famous Summit Gym in Big Bear Lake, built by Trainer of the Year ABEL SANCHEZ and home to Fighter of the Year Gennady Golovkin. And we appreciate all the media support, everyone coming. Gunner's from Germany, Matthias is from Germany, got international media here all the way up to Big Bear Lake. So we appreciate you coming out. You'll notice Gennady's wearing Jordan, so we just finalized the deal for Gennady with Jordan brand, so he's an official Jordan athlete. His birthday was on Friday, so Jordan sent these to him. Here's one shoe.
Okay. Oh.
Special edition for you.
Oh, beautiful. Awesome.
Since I started covering Gennady Golovkin, I believe that was in 2010. It was really early, way before he started fighting on HBO. It was just amazing coming up here early and watching him train. I mean, he's one of the very few fighters I've ever seen train so hard, and is genuinely just a nice guy outside that ring. I mean, he's a terror. He's a monster. He's a freight train that just goes over the competition.
You know, he has a really deceiving, boyish charm in a way, and it's like he'll say these sound bites and it'll make you crack up, and you don't know if like he's saying it on purpose to like get a reaction out of someone, or if like that's genuinely how he feels about something. The whole Gennadyisms, the good boy and are you serious, and the memes going around. I think that's what contributes to a lot of why people like Gennady, because they look at him and they see like, hey, this guy looks like a genuine guy, a nice guy, and he has a good sense of humor. And then on top of that, the biggest reason as to why I think people are attracted to him, the guy knocks the crap out of people. And you know, in the history of boxing, you're gonna be naturally attracted to a guy who has an exciting style and just beats the crap out of people.
You know, it's always challenging to find opponents for Gennady that'll actually get in the ring with him. A lot of people say they'll fight him. A lot of people say they'll fight him, just not next. A lot of people say they'll fight him next year.
As a coach, I'm not really frustrated because we prepare for the next fight. The one that really would get frustrated, but he doesn't, is Gennady.
Difficult for me, like, have fight, like unification fight or like big name. I can't, and just, you know, because everybody understands it's not easy work. This is not easy. This is not game. This is business, very serious business.
I think Canelo versus Golovkin is eventually going to happen. Do I think it's going to happen after this fight? I don't know. I'm not sold on it. And that's because I think that, I think from a business perspective, they figure they give it another year and it builds up to be so big, just like Pacquiao and Mayweather.
I think Canelo's going to wait it out a little longer. I don't think he's afraid of Triple G. I just think business-wise, it makes more sense. It makes bigger dollars, and that's what they're going to be looking at. I know Gennady just wants to fight. I know he looks past the money. He doesn't care about the money. He wants to fight.
You know, I got to give Dominic Wade a lot of credit. When his name came up, he was named the mandatory challenger for the IBF. There was no hesitation. We made the deal in about a week. He understands it's a huge opportunity for him. If he can beat Gennady Golovkin on April 23, he's all of a sudden at the top of the sport of boxing, certainly at the top of the middleweight division.
Yeah, when you're in the ring, how much are you aware of your environment? Like, do you hear the crowd? Do you hear individuals? What do you take in when you're in the ring?
Oh, I feel like my house, you know. I'm coming to ring, just I feel great. I feel, oh, okay, let's go, let's do it. This business, this, you know, time, this job. I know this work, you know, this job. I'm very relaxed, I'm very comfortable.
Ticket sales are going great. There's a huge reaction to Gennady coming back. This will be the second time at the Forum. He's on track to selling not only the most tickets for a boxing event there, but the most tickets since they reopened for any event they've held.
You are one of the rare fighters in boxing now that sells tickets. Why do you think you are able to connect with fans in a way that has them paying money to come out of their house to go buy a ticket and see you in person?
Because people understand boxing, understand class, like boxing class, boxing IQ. This is great.
What about the fact that you're knocking people out? You think they appreciate
all
that?
of them?
This is bonus. This is bonus to people, you know.
Bonus.
Bonus, yeah.